What's going on, guys? I'm going to look at the very bottom of the chat. Somebody give me a video and audio check before we go 3 minutes into the show. Oh, somebody give me a thumbs up on audio and we will keep going here. Check. Awesome. Oh, my goodness. We don't want to do that mistake again. Oh, all right. Welcome in, everybody. Charlie Grace, thank you for the raid. And it was super cool looking at that Moxie shop. My building is not big enough for that kind of a setup, but that was a sweet setup. The normal crew in early, hanging out. Thrifty Angela, Adele, Patty A, Kathy, Cindy, Tim. Let's see here. And then me. Stars in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Jane says, I hope everyone is staying safe and having a great evening. I don't know how late I will be on tonight because she's getting up early tomorrow and she's flying to St. Louis. Kelly's going to pick her up at the airport and she's coming to pick up a van. So the question is it done? You guys know I'm always fiddling until I hear that gravel ruffling while they pull down the driveway. So I got to cut her mattress in the morning and I got to get some Armor All wipes in there. Otherwise, I think we're getting pretty good to go. Mark is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Folk of the Forest here. Guys, I got to shout out. Helen came to see me on Saturday. Y'all know I had surgery Wednesday. And I came back to the shop Wednesday. Helen came out Saturday and helped me with quite a bit of stuff. We did a bunch of unboxing stuff and videoing stuff and cooked a few meals and had a good time. So that was a good time. And we had a really good time, really fun time on the Sunday Zoom. Had several new people in there. So that was fun. Storms are brewing here in the Lou. It is. There's a Cardinal baseball game going on right now. Kelly is at the game with a bunch of her nursing friends. It is nursing day at the ball game, and there's a lot of people over there. Now, guys, for those of you that are throwing prayers out for the storms, and I see Julie in the house, and I know Iowa got hit hard. If you guys are in the storms, Iowa, Wisconsin, northern Missouri, northern Illinois, a lot of lesses like Sheboygan, Appleton, Littleton, Middleton, they're all on there. So praying for all you guys. Debbie Babb in northern Illinois, in Galesburg, I think. So praying for you guys, praying for good weather. Julie said she's excited for you to see your build. Absolutely. And that's super cool to hear Julie say that. Julie's van, I'll tell you what, we got it completely cleaned out. I do have an electrical panel that I'm still dismantling, but the rest of it is completely cleaned out. And I went yesterday and got like a ton of lumber. So it will be full speed ahead on another build, except this one's going to be different because Sean is at the shop. He got here yesterday, and I'm not kidding you. The kid parked his van. I'm not going to call him a kid. This man parked his van. You know, when you got kids their age, they're always going to be a kid. But parked his van, you know, shook it off from the drive and came up and started working. And we pulled 8 hours today. So I am telling you what, I don't know what I did to deserve, but I've got a fantastic helper. I hope he is watching, but hopefully he's playing games and chilling. I did not leave that shop without saying how incredibly, unbelievably blessed that I feel to have him here working with me and learning from me. Just a good worker, a good work ethic. I'm ecstatic. I'm ecstatic. So Tina's out, the outsider is in the house. Thanks for coming over. Gracie is in the house. Gracie, I was thinking of you just a minute ago. Look at that plant. Look at that plant that I haven't killed yet. I ain't promising anything for the summer though. Jackie is in the house. Good to see you, my friend. Phil Leo in the house. Steve, Desert Adventures in Arizona. Good to see you. All right, guys. I'm gonna scroll up. While you guys were waiting for me to go live, we were talking about my knee. I'm gonna give you guys just a brief rundown. I know a lot of you guys are on the Patreon and you've already heard the whole story. The surgery went well and was not able to do any really recording in there. I've got a couple clips going in. Kelly got a couple clips, but no recording in the hospital, obviously. The surgery went well. The doctor called Kelly and said that I had a large meniscus tear. He got it all cleaned up in there, and I will see him on the 28th. And I'm hobbling around, and most of the day I wasn't even on crutches. I'm using essential oils that were sent to me, and I'm using ice. And Sean will vouch for me that on multiple occasions today, I went out to the awning, elevated my leg, put the ice on there. Once the ice got to the point where it really wasn't that cold anymore, I went back to work. So I've been doing okay. Yesterday I overdid it a little bit. I babied it, I iced it, I elevated it, and this morning felt like $1,000,000. So the range of motion, I can't get to 180. I can get to 90 with some force. I'm walking better. So yay, Sean, absolutely. Bernadette is in the house. I'll tell you what, if you guys want to know, maybe the number one reason that Les and Bernadette like van life, it's today. I can't make this up. These guys went to Wisconsin to be with their family, to hang out with their family for a while, to celebrate Les's mom's birthday. They are heading to Georgia now, and they stopped by the shop. Now, why would they stop by the shop? Their van's done. They're, Sean's here. So I'm taken care of. I kid you not. They woke up this morning. I was sitting out on the patio. Bernadette came up here and she said, I'm going to mow grass today and Les is going to weed eat. I can't make it up. I cannot make that up. They've got traveling work gloves and they use them. But their number one probably favorite thing about van life is the storms are coming. We're going to get maybe some hail. I've got my UTV under the thing. I think they're going to go around us, which they frequently do. I don't know if there's a mountain close by, but they frequently go around us. Bernadette was like, we're going. Oh, we're going. We're getting south of the storms. And literally within probably 2 hours, they were gone. So you got to love that about van life. Like, get the heck out. You don't like storms? Leave. And that was sweet. Hello, everyone. Busy but listening. Glad your surgery went well, Johnny. Pray you heal quickly. Thank you so much, Dee. The Adventures of Traveling Mike is in the house. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. Okay, good girl, Johnny. There you go. A good job, Sean. Keep her in line. He'll keep me in line. He is a gentleman. He is just nice. I also had a meniscus tear back in 2018. Repaired and doing fine 6 years later. I love to hear that. I have very high expectations that they cleaned it up real good in there. And once the swelling and everything goes down, that I will be good to go. Helen was here. Helen will tell you. Les and Bernadette are here. They'll tell you. I feel like I'm doing well, so I'm good. You're lucky I had same surgery in my 30s, was going to be arthroscopic, but I woke up in a cast because damage was more than anticipated. Oh, you know what? I am lucky. And I'm just going to say that in the difference of the time that you were 30 until now, which is several years, they have advanced so much with the orthoscopic surgeries because the recovery is so much better than an open surgery. And if they can make 2 holes and go in, clean things up and get out, your chances of a very successful recovery is better. So unfortunately, it didn't go that way for you. I'm doing good. Good to see you on the other side of this. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because we got work to do. So happy to hear everything went well. There you go. So, all right. So that's the surgery. The shop is busy. We've got more work than me and Sean can ever handle. We are tackling it and doing good though. And we're going to have James out of here. The cargo trailer will probably be out of here in a couple weeks. And, just because of they'll be coming to get it. So glad you're doing good. Back to normal and steady. I actually got to fish while I was off as well. I did. I'm just going to tell you. I put some cicadas on the line and the fish love them. So if you are like, oh, I don't know about that, it's a fact. They love the cicadas. So they love them. We have storms brewing here in my part of Missouri. Yes. And they actually lifted the warnings for Jefferson City. So hopefully you guys are downgraded from tornado warnings to storm warnings. And I am super. Can you freeze the cicadas and use them later? You know what? I bet you can. I bet you can. But this is what I bet. I bet if you freeze them, I bet when you unfreeze them that they are a slimy, nasty mess, which means it's even better for the bait. But if you're going to chocolate cover them, I don't know if I would freeze them. I think I would do them fresh. All right, guys, put it in the chat if you guys were gutsy and ate a cicada. Come on. We're not going to judge you. We are not judging here. I want to know who has eaten a cicada. It's funny, the animals like them. The storms are on our heads. We got as far as Jackson, Tennessee. Nice. Jackson, Tennessee, you guys should be pretty south. Nope. People are like, no. It's a thing. I think there are people, there's people out there that will do anything for like $20. So I have to tell you already why I wouldn't. I'm gonna tell you a couple reasons, but one is they're crunchy. You've been seeing these videos where people are walking on them, and anything that I put in my mouth that's gonna crunch like that, no bueno. No. You haven't had them, but might if they are dipping in chocolate. I'll melt you some chocolate if you eat one. We'll and if you let me video it, I'll give you $100 if you let me dip it in chocolate and feed it to you. I'll give it to you. I wouldn't do it for any money. I like crunchy. Oh, girl, come on down here and get them. It's loud out there right now. A lot of times you don't hear them loud at night. I can tell you, I was just moving the UTV around and all kinds of stuff, and it's loud. Guys, I'm going to tell myself in just a minute. I'm going to see, okay, you're on. Oh, man. I'll tell you what. It's on. It's on. If you consent to that, it's on. And we're going to get that on video. Oh, my gosh. You are have you seen one? They're like that. They're like that big. They're like that big. No way. All right, guys, you guys all see this. She says, okay, you're on. Is Mary in the chat? That's it. Jerry's in the chat. How are you guys doing in the storms up there, girl? They are getting pelted up north. Getting video time. It's on. Simply Me Journey. Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. I'll tell you what, if Jane eats one, we're doing it. Cicadas are huge. She was here. She knows. Hopefully you don't get sick in your new. I know, right? The dumpster's right down just about 30 feet from the campground. Just run to the dumpster. Oh man, there's no way. You know how back in the day, I was never like You know, they have a worm in a bottle of alcohol on anyway, and they drink the worm. Nope, 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 no. Oh, put it in a marshmallow. Hide it in a marshmallow. $100 make you holler or heave. Oh man. Now Mark, I would get sick from chocolate covered critters. Oh man. Tequila. Tequila. It's in the bottle. A worm is in the bottle. A tequila worm. A tequila worm. Absolutely. Absolutely. And it's in the bottom of the bottle and you can see it. You drink it. Oh, no, no, no. Never get sick from chocolate. Oh, okay. You want dark chocolate or milk chocolate? I'll triple coat it. I'll triple coat it. I'll tell you what. And I'll make sure it's fresh. I'll put it, if I put it in there when it's alive, is that bad? They don't have a long life cycle. Maybe dark chocolate. Dark chocolate. All right, guys. All right. I'm telling you this. We're going to do a Patreon live. And we're going to do a member live too. If she does this, and then everybody else will get to see it when I put the short video up. Totally. I'll put the $100 bill on your calendar. Oh man. Anyone try? Let's see here. Cicadas are deafening, measured 95 decibels in my back. Oh, I've got a sound thing. Oh, I'm gonna go test that tomorrow. I would love to know that. Anyone try the toe drink in Alaska? No. Don't do that. A nurse is telling you don't do that. Oh man. Dip it, then freeze it, and then I'll eat it. Oh man. Kelly is going to be so mad at me because this feels like a little peer pressure. It feels like a little calling you out. Although you did say, but oh man, she is, you may, it depends how long she stays. We'll try and hog tie her. Oh, you know what? She should stay. Jane should stay. And if you guys make that sale, Jane could just take them home. That would be perfect. That would be perfect because Cindy's going to be here on the 1st. And I can give you 8 days worth of stuff to do in Missouri. Matter of fact, it might take you 8 days to get that last RV notch on. Sandra K, thank you so much. A contribution for lots of dark chocolate. Go, Jane, go. I will quadruple dip it. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Thank you so much, Santa K. That's enough to buy chocolate with. Dark chocolate. Panda time. Keep me busy. I'm in. There you go. Yeah, if you guys are gonna do the Jackery thing, I would totally stay because mailing batteries is not fun. So and then Mary could get them. It's actually going to be perfect because Cindy's coming here. You're coming here. There's going to be just a small handling fee here. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Okay, what was I going to tell you guys? I was like, I got to tell you guys something. What was I going to tell you guys? It's not about the meetup. Everything is still the same with the meetup. We still got people signing up. It's going great. We've got like close to 50 signed up, 41 rigs. So gonna be a fun time. And Becoming Bev, if you follow her on YouTube, if you follow her on Facebook, she has been posting a lot, or she's got it posted. It's a little thing for her meetup. So make sure that if you want to come early, sign up for hers as well. Go to her Facebook page, go to her YouTube channel, go to her Facebook page. If you can't find it, go to Fredrock Glampground at gmail.com or .com, Fredrock Glampground, and you can call and talk to Misty and get signed up. We'll be there. Can't wait. Deborah, of course, I'll chew. I might eat a cicada dipped in dark chocolate and caramel with a dusting of sea salt after a bottle of wine. Well, I'll tell you what, I feel like maybe I should freeze some for the meetup. I feel like I'm hearing some feedback. I feel like maybe I should freeze some for the meetup. Thoughts. Oh, I know, right? Nope. I'll tell you what. I am gonna hurl watching her. If I hear that crunch, if I'm close enough and I hear that crunch, I may lose it. I may lose it. No salt for me. Not a chocolate and salt fan. I love sea salt, caramel, caramel covered sea salt or whatever. Yeah. Are you going to give $100 for everyone? I don't think so. No. At the meetup, it's you be you. There can only be one first time. There can only be one person like, oh, hey, I'm going to do this. And I think it's Jane. So, oh man, I think carrying that wood or something, I think I tweaked a muscle in my back. I think I'm gonna have to put oil on my back too. Salt on chocolate is a huge turnoff. Guys, we can't get talking about chocolate. We can't get talking about chocolate. It's not gonna or candy. It's not gonna end well. Expedition Greg is in the house. Long time no see, my friend. Good to see you here. I am doing well, hon. It's been a while. Been working a lot. I get it. I know. Oh no. Deb Long is in the house. Good to see you. Thank you for coming in. I just had some Thin Mints. Now that'll work. We somehow had some chocolate covered ice cream, those drumsticks or whatever. There was one of them in there, so I had that. Listening and watering the garden. There is nothing wrong with that. We're gonna get watered here. It has been windy. I mean windy the entire day here. So mint Oreos are the bottom. Okay, all right, we're gonna stop talking about chocolate. And you can keep commenting about the chocolate covered cicadas that Jane's going to be eating. And she will definitely get $10 worth of dark chocolate. It's going to be triple dipped. Let me just have Jane ask one question. I can get this pre-made, or you can watch me make it. I'll video it. Do you want to see it before you eat it? That's the question. So anyway, hey guys, I've got something I want to tell you guys because I didn't know it. And to me, it's big. And I try to share some of this battery stuff with you guys. Some of it you guys get, some of it I throw over your head. But I want you guys to know this. Power banks are incredible. The cigarette lighter adapter, 12 volt, 10 amp, is not incredible. It's loose. It vibrates loose. It's not a good connection. I feel like a lot of times people say, oh, my cord's so hot. It's because it's not a stable connection. It's in there. It's vibrating. It's not a solid, good connection. If you can avoid using that cigarette lighter adapter, that's great. But did you guys know the new Blue Eddy AC200L, which they're pushing, it's supercharged. It's like the 200, but it's the supercharged. It's got the 30 amp. It's got the outlets. The Aviator port on the 200L is 48 volts. 48 volts, 8 amp. If you order that, hoping to use the Aviator plug to have a secure connection for your electrical setup, and you go to plug a cord in, even if it's the cord that comes with the Bluetti L, your system is going to get hot. Like, hopefully nothing will even come on, but I'm telling you, a 24-volt plug will power a 12-volt light, and it will melt it. Ask me how I know. So why would they do a 48-volt, 8 amp, a 12-volt, 10 amp cigarette lighter? I got no use for that machine. That's crazy. That's crazy. I had a Bluetti AB70, tried plugging it in, blew the fuse for the cigarette lighter. Yeah, probably because it's two. Your cigarette lighter is like 100 watts, 107, 111, and the Bluetti is too powerful. The EB70 is because it won't charge slow. It won't like hit 99 and stop. It wants to take 300 and something watts, 400 watts, whatever the supercharge is. Yeah. So, yeah, cigarette lighter should be 12. A cigarette lighter is 12 volt. This is the Aviator port. The Aviator port on all the other ones are 12 volt, 30 amp, 12 volt, 24 amp. That's perfect. I love it. I love that. 48 volts, if people don't know to step that down to 12 volts, which means you got to buy a whole nother part for your basic setup, they're gonna burn their rig down. I don't like it. Hopefully it would just short it out real quick, but I don't like it. I don't like it because somebody's gonna see 10 amp, 8 amp, and put like a little 10 amp fuse in there, and I just don't like it. Am I still live? Did I freeze? Fry. I'm not. Somebody give me the thumbs up if I'm okay. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not. Awesome. Yeah, so that's the new Bluetti AC200L. So be aware that sometimes a supercharge isn't really what you need. You need to have stable power because the cigarette lighter can be very unstable. And I've seen many people put tape over it to hold it in place. And honestly, if you have to tape it to hold it in place, that would be rough. Only cicadas will be frozen. I know, right? That's funny. That was funny. Everyone was listening to you and not texting. That's perfect. I just wanted to make sure because we all know the last week fiasco. So Nancy Bear is in the house. Good to see you, Nancy. I saw my first super high top going down I-45 Monday. Those things are like a yacht going down the highway. How does it handle? Let me see if Les answers that. Les, they want to know how your van handles. Now, and I know the video interviews were, like you got to really focus on what's being said. But at the end of the one video where I talked about the setup, I asked Les and Bernadette a couple questions, and he did talk about the sway thing that comes it comes pre-built into the van. So yeah. So I'll tell you what, Lynn, if I was you, I would shoot for the Bluetti AC200 Max for your setup. If you're wanting the full electrical setup, that will work too. I actually have 2 lithium batteries here for sale, a solar charge controller, a couple other components for sale. If you and they'll be marked down a little bit, not like not like half price, but they'll be marked down like maybe 75% or so to get a little reimbursed for them. Helen, it won't have time to thaw out. Wind was wicked here. The wind was terrible here. Okay, so let's do this because it was windy today. It was crazy today. So this would have been the test. So it was a little rough today with the crosswind gust. And days like today here in Missouri are days like you see people driving down the road and you'll have like an empty semi and they're just rocking. That's how windy it was here in Missouri today. Joan is in the house. Have you seen the new Bluetti D40 DC to DC charger? It is what is meant to be plugged into the Aviator plug, can power your whole van by stepping down the volts. It's a DC D40 DC to DC charger. It's a charger and it steps it down. DC to DC charger. It is what is meant to be plugged into the Aviator plug, can power your whole van by stepping down the volts. And see, I thought you would have to buy a step down as well and step them all the way down to 12. I'm gonna guys, hang tight. I'm gonna take a picture of my screen real quick. These are the things that Johnny's journey needs to know. I need to know that stuff. Oh man, I gotta share this with you guys. Look at that. I love that. That's Cardinals Nation right there. Helen, yes, they'll be buzzing in Jane's stomach. That is not going to happen. Once I dip him, he's gone. Time to get off the road when that happens. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Boil the cicadas first, then freeze, then coat. There you go. Boil, freeze, coat. I wonder how long you got to boil them for. Ooh, I'll pull up a recipe. It's a frankencotta. Helen, it won't have time to thaw out. Right. Well, we'll take it out. I'll tell you what, you could just take it out and dip it in your wine or something. I'll give you some wine to go with it. Oh, man. Nope, couldn't do it. All right. I'm going to research that DC to DC charger and stepping it down. Yeah. Guess it won't be so bad if you coat the cicada with chocolate and swallow it whole with the Medicine Miracle Max. No way. Made up my mind on the medium roof. Oh, just made up your mind on the medium roof. Oh, yeah. As opposed to that high top wind. Yeah. Yes, both ways. It's brand new and pretty confusing. I will check that out because I'm actually researching. I was thinking that I was going to have to send it back and get the new one. I was thinking about buying Bluetti AC240. I'll have to look at that one as well. I'll tell you what they do is they keep improving and then the name keeps changing. So if you're not constantly keeping an eye on it, then you're missing the new additions. So I can tell you, hands down, I know a couple of people that have had some issues with the AC300. Bluetti customer service is getting better contacting you. I do have an AC300 here in the shop that's supposed to be in Bev's van, and I had to give her mine so she could hurry up and get out of town. But so, yeah, you gotta watch them. Gotta watch these batteries. They're constantly changing, constantly evolving. Boiled cicadas. Helen, come on down. Cindy and Jane will be here. You're going to be here. Let's do the cicada party on Memorial Weekend. And Helen will be here. Jane will be here. I'll be here. And if you need a nurse, you'll have several of them. I wonder if cicada broth. No. Oh, no. Memorial weekend is coming up. It sure is. It sure is. Um, oh my goodness. If you guys have any van build questions, put them in the chat. I've been just kind of rattling. That happens on Tuesday night these days. But put your Johnny, I'll throw in 20 for you to eat one. Guys, that's John. That's the kid's dad. That's my ex-husband. John, you gotta put another zero behind that. You put another zero behind that. No. That's funny. That is funny. He's sitting there eavesdropping about chocolate covered cicadas. Yeah. I know for a fact that I would lose it. There's just no way. There's absolutely no way. No. John, no. Ain't happening. If he's still in here, he better have ran. two more O's. 2 more O's. I'll tell you what, I'm just going to say, I don't even know if $200 would get me to eat one. They're this big out here. If you all in the place that you're at have them like this big, no. No. Oh man, that ain't happening. Oh, come on, just one crunch. If I could just gulp it down, but I'm a nurse. I know it's going to be in my stomach. There's a possibility it could warm up and come back to life. I just can't. I see 200. Who said 200? I didn't see 200. I just don't know. He is stirring it up. He's probably messaging me too. Chocolate. She's sending me a chocolate covered cicadas a hit in Maryland. That's different. Them people in Maryland, I don't know if they're all right. I'm kidding. I've got some Maryland. GoFundMe for Johnny to eat a cicada. Oh man. Guys, John. I'd rather you hear my sarcastic humor than munch on them and get urges to make noise, mates, and flying after. I put too much thought in it. Jane was like, I'll eat it. And she'll probably pick it up, boom, done. I would sit there for 45 minutes. The chocolate would be dripping off of it. I would still, do you know what my parents, what John had to go through? They all had to go through to get me to take medicine. If it's liquid, it's coming back up. I am a baby. I'm a baby. Why do you think I eat chicken nuggets, French fries, burgers? The vegetables are slimy. I can't do that stuff. This is the first time anyone is talking about food and I'm not interested. This just in. Wait a minute. Attorneys for the cicada have filed an emergency cease and desist. I know, right? They're trying to reproduce and we're eating them. Oh man. I'll tell you what though. I've been kind of reading up on them a little bit. And do you know when they come out of the hole, they're waiting for it to hit a certain temperature. Then they come out of the hole and they cling to a tree. They come out of that little shell. And when they first come out of that shell, they're clear. They're not all these weird colors. Maybe we could find one that way. That's not crunchy yet. They said it takes 3 to 4 days. We could just get it on day 1 or 2. Oh man. I think what Johnny is trying to tell you is how to know. How to know. That would my sister say. How to know. Oh, I highly recommend roasted red. No, no. Just think cicadas are probably a delicacy in I betcha. I betcha. I betcha. Like a monkey brain thing. That'll be $7,000, please. Yep. Oh man. Some honey mustard dipping sauce? Nah. I would have to do like the whole s'more package. Like I would have to do graham crackers because they're crunchy and then put it in a marshmallow and Jane, we are totally doing this. We are totally doing it. That is hilarious. For those of you, I'm just going to say, for those of you guys that don't know Jane, like Jane is 5 foot tall. She is as quiet. She's she is the quietest, like literally possibly one of the quietest people I know. The fact that she's talking about the crunchy cicadas, if when I video it, viral. Cicada s'mores, absolutely. Can we rewind a few weeks and talk about candy? Right, right. I don't know how this happens. If you guys would ask me some van questions, and yeah, we'll get going. We'll get off the cicadas. Yeah, cicadas at the meetup. So boil them and then freeze them. Boil them and then freeze them. All right, guys. I'm gonna take a water break, guys. If you are a Patreon member or you are a channel member, I appreciate all the little extra that you do for the channel. It helps me give Jane $100 for eating cicadas. I appreciate you guys. Here is a quick little shout out for each and every one of you. All right. Thank you guys for everything that you do for the channel. Freeze dry them. Oh, you know what? I have a freeze dryer. No. I have a dehumidifier. I've got a friend that freeze dries stuff. I wonder if she's making freeze dried cicadas. Okay, roasting them, then dip in dark chocolate and then freeze. All right. Literally, I promise you, we've got about 1,000 chances, maybe 10,000 chances out here to get this down packed for you. We can play with some ideas. You can look at the finished product. If you want to do something different, we can do it different. But there's going to be about 36 people patiently waiting to see a video of Jane eating one. And if we do it when Helen's here, Helen can hold my phone and we will do it live. We will do it live. We may even do it live for everybody. Oh, that's going to be crazy. Oh, man. Vicky, I bet the UK has some questionable treats like Vegemite. I bet. What's the favorite? Okay, wait a second. What is your favorite Bluetti setup? Honestly, I've always had that AC200P. For me, it's just easy. It's what I had. I like that the AC200 Max is Bluetooth. It's a battery in itself, and you can boost it. You can add Jim and Julie. We've got two batteries, two of the big batteries, plus the AC200 Max. That's 9,000 watts of power. So that's pretty nice. If the AC300 wasn't having a few issues, I would hands down call that one out. But right now, I don't want to say it out loud, but the Max has been very successful. I like the Bluetooth. Yep. Yep. It really is a good battery. You know, the lithium iron batteries, the B300, are like 60 or 80 pounds. And um the setup is like 46 or so pounds. So it's like, yeah. Please put QQQ before your question. That way I make sure to see it. Is Judy in the house? Vicky Ball says, oh, Vegemite. Marmite, Australia has Vegemite. Oh, man. Hi, everyone. Got in late, but I'm here. I was watching the storms coming into Wisconsin. The storms were bad. I actually messaged several people and hoping that they are safe. I need a DC to DC charger. Do you have a video on how to do that? I do. Go to my channel and type in charging while I drive. Charging while I drive. And there's a full video on how to get that set up. Let's see here. All right, I think I'm caught up. Yeah, full video setup. And a lot of people ask me, well, what inverter do you like? And I use the Jupiter, which a lot of people have never heard of. It's from Harbor Freight. And the only reason I use it is because when I started doing this, I had to like run up there and see if they had one, because I did it for somebody. It's like, oh, hey, we can do that for you. Matter of fact, I think it was Les and Bernadette. And so we ran up there, picked it up, and I installed it in their van. But depending on which one you got, they are fused on the back. They don't draw too much from your battery. It's got the low voltage shut off. I have not had a Jupiter on the road that had one single issue. So, and even all the trouble Gracie had, you know, I said, can you plug a blow dryer into it for me? And we'll check and see if it's the inverter. And the blow dryer was fine. So I took my inverter out. I never used it. Oh, did you keep it? Did you keep it? If you kept it and you can put it back in, put it back in. DC to DC chargers are more complicated to set up. They are more complicated to set up. Some people like them. They think they're safer. I'm telling you, they're restricted. So, and I don't want you out there like, oh, I'm gonna pull 1100 watts from my battery and it's not ever going to affect my battery. It's going to affect, you get like 2,500 charges. If you use one of those charging a Bluetti AC 300, then now you have 2,499. So, but DC to DC chargers are restricted. They've got like 280, they've got 320 and lower. I haven't seen one more than 320. If you've got dual lithium batteries, you can put in dual DC to DC chargers so that you can charge each battery from a different DC to DC charger and get, 400 or 540 watts while you're driving. Does anyone here use the Waggle temp monitor? Does anybody here use the Waggle temperature monitor? I feel like I have a friend that does. I'll have to make sure it's Waggle. I'll see what they use. They've got 3 dogs. They are full-time, living in a fifth wheel, One Strange Adventure, and I think they've got a Waggle. Julie, I am looking into that too. Johnny, I picked up the tiniest license plate. I'll send you a picture. Cool. Oh, Kathy, thank you. You're rocking the moderator. Look at you. Thank you for dropping that link. And that is a basic setup. I've been using it for 3 years, and I've got so when I had my setup, every now and then the red light would come on. I would turn it off, let my car battery charge up a little bit more, turn it back on. If it keeps happening, Les and Bernadette says it happened to them twice from Wisconsin up to Wisconsin, back, whatever. And they just turned it off for a few minutes, turned it back on, no problem. If that keeps happening to them, we will step up their inverter. We will get them just a little bit bigger of a battery. Because what happens is some of these batteries when they start charging, they pull just like like you want to put a soft start on things if you can. So just like a soft start, these batteries, when they first click on, they take a surge. It can cause that. If you're driving and that alarm goes off, sometimes it's because your battery's at 100%. The inverter says, hey, did you forget to turn me off? You're not using me anymore. And it's telling you that your battery's full and you can shut it off. So that's a good feature. And that's why I like that. Let's see here. Okay. I have got a Waggle. I got a Waggle, but now Bam Bam is in the shop. So I cannot say yay or nay. Have you used it before the accident? Did you use it before the accident? Did you like it? I use Waggle. I use Waggle because I live in the heat. Do you like Waggle, Tanya? Do you like Waggle? I think you have to have internet for the Waggle, or is it phone service? Maybe we can talk at the meetup if anyone there uses the Waggle. Yeah, and with that being said, because it's that particular person, when we get started on the necessities up on the roof, if you want to sell booster, like a WeBoost or something, if anybody uses the WeBoost, or if that helps Waggle, if that's what it's needed, we'll get that installed sooner than later. So Julie, the Waggle goes through cell service. No Wi-Fi needed. It's great. Nice. How much is it a month, Tanya? How much is it per month for Waggle? Waggle needs CA. What's CA? I'm so illiterate when it comes to some technical stuff. I saw something that said that it needs to have the car running for a while before you turn the inverter. I will have to find that is 100%. I always, when I install these inverters, I always tell my clients, do not ever just turn your inverter on, start your car, drive 10, 15 minutes down the road, and then hit the switch. That's why most people, where I put their inverter, they can hit it from the driver's seat. So, yeah, because when you start your car, it takes a big, juice off your battery, and the alternator will replenish that 10, 15 minutes or whatever down the road. Then click your inverter on and you're good to go. Good to see you there. Good to see you. Thank you so much, Star, for redoing your membership. Hi, Lynn. We're making you're making me laugh tonight. What did Lynn say? I'm going to pretend she's behaving. It's probably way up there. Celeste, I hope you're doing well. Hope Rudy is doing well. All good at Celeste. Glad you made it. Amen. Everybody that's up north in the storms, how are you guys doing? Guys hanging in there? Don't think there is a per month charge for the Waggle. I could be wrong since I have not actually used it. Oh, no. Okay. We'll see what Tanya says about a fee. I find it hard that you can get something for free. I just find it hard. I hope so. That would be super cool. Anybody, if you're in the chat, and you are planning a big trip, tell us where you're going. Tell us where you're going for your big trip. Now, for those of you guys wondering, Jane's going to come and get her van. She's going to go back home because she's got to move her stuff in. She's got to get everything organized. She's got to, get everything the way she wants it. She's got to show it to Mary and then head to her other sister's house. For her first trip out, she'll be heading to her sister's house. And then I think they're maybe taking a little trip. So that'll be cool. Okay, awesome. Oregon. And the Oregon meetup is coming up. So I know a lot of people are heading that way. Oregon, Yosemite. Oh, that would be so awesome. Patty said to my meetup. Helen said Virginia. Wondering Meemaw says Fredericktown. That's me. Waggle works with cell service and does not get a good signal as my cell phone. Great in town though. It has its own battery, doesn't need to be plugged in. You can pay monthly, 6 months or yearly. So there is a fee for it. The Oregon Trail, how cool. How cool. There you go. See, you put it out there. Now, if I yawn, it's her fault. It's her fault. It costs $79 quarterly or around $26 a month. It gives me a peace of mind with Sage in the van. Now, when you're in Quartzsite, do you get good enough signal? Like, I know when you're at the lake you do, because you guys, Lake Isabella, you got to, because you're not that far out of town. But I'm going to Vancouver, British Columbia on my way to Fredericktown. Now, wait a second. I know for a fact that someone lives in Texas, and British Columbia is not on the way. Cool, cool, cool. Freeburg to Fort Collins, Colorado for a week or so, then New Mexico for a week, and so then back home. Sweet, sweet. How cool. Hey, Jane, come to Massachusetts and see me. Oh, guys, Lesson Bernadette, I'm sure she won't mind me telling you. They're going to do the Appalachian Trail by car. Now, on a scale of 0 to 10, if I were jealous, it would be a 10. Oh my gosh. So I gave her a couple places. Helen, Georgia is just unbelievable. Amicalola Falls, unbelievable. There's so many cool trail towns along the way. Hot Springs, North Carolina. There's so many good ones. Franklin, North Carolina. Oh, there's just so many good towns. Hiawassee. I'm planning on coming, Lynn, your way. Not sure how soon. Cool. She's not as tired because she is resting her knee. I will tell you guys, I cannot make this up. I knew me and Sean were working today. I wanted to do a few things before I set an alarm this morning, and actually Kelly and I talked on the phone like 7 o'clock this morning. Vanderella is in the house. What's the score, Kel? What's the score? Give me a score. Give me a score. How's the game? Can't wait to hear about that trip, Bernadette. I know. They're going to go all the way to Maine. Oh, man. You talk about breaking your van in right. That's breaking it in right. Guys, if you're interested or you know somebody that's interested in a van, oh, she ain't lying. I'm going to tell you, Sean, are you in there? I told Sean, I said, Kelly is the only person I know. If she goes to the baseball games, she doesn't watch the games. They're hanging out eating ice cream. She sent me a picture of ice cream earlier. Shame on you. My girlfriend has land in Blairsville, Georgia, which I would imagine is northern Georgia, because that's where the Appalachian Trail is. There's so many cool places there. Bucket list, Acadia National Park. I've been there. Kelly and I went to Cadillac Mountain. We went to a lot of, like, I don't know, nine or so lighthouses. So cool. So cool. I got you a surprise. Send me a picture of it. Not sure in Quartzsite because I don't need it in the winter. Oh, you suspend it during the non-hot months. That's cool. 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 It doesn't matter. The Texas Rangers are going to repeat. Oh, man. No kidding. You know what? I've only watched a few games this year, and I did watch a couple that we won, but I know we haven't been doing well. So hope you took the umbrella to the game. I know, right? I told her, I said, you guys are going to get pounded. She's in a box thing, so she can go inside. So I just had peanut butter pecan sundae. That's cruel. I might have to go to Sonic when I'm done. Went to Maine last fall. Y'all know I ain't going to Sonic. You gotta love Maine. Went to Maine last fall. You gotta do the Northeast in the fall. I mean, it's incredible. Kelly said she just got home. Yay! Anyone coming to Massachusetts during the summer, come see the beautiful beach town. This is my last summer here. Go to the beach. Go to the beach. Oh man, it's 9 o'clock, guys. It's 9 o'clock. I'm actually we'll end it at 9 o'clock here because I've got big days. I got big days all summer, so we're gonna call it. And we will start boiling cicadas. We'll get them in the freezer. I'll get like 50 of them. And anybody that wants to try one at the meetup can try them at the meetup, as long as you sign a release of liability that Johnny's journey had nothing to do with me doing this adult decision on my own. All right, guys. You guys, thanks for spending your Tuesday night here. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Stay safe out there. Prayers to everyone that are in the storm path. We're going to have some storms here in the morning. I'm hoping they go around me and everyone else. So take care. We'll see you Sunday.